Hey there, you should pick up my brand new book, The Art of the Squeal, available now, full of moves, routines, tricks, tutorials, everything you need to become a better person. That or join the PigCake Magic Academy, the home of over 1,400 videos going over card stuff, coin stuff, everything you need to become an expert magician today. Starting off strong, friends. So I was recently at the Dollar Tree checking out 19-year-old MILFs, and I found these. Now, these cards come in all different varieties, and they are casino-used cards. This one is from the Pleasure Pit. This one is from Harrah's. And while the cards may be $1, they're still of very good quality. They spread nice, they fan nice, they shuffle nice. However, if you've noticed, the cards are actually cut on both ends here in order to ensure that you don't accidentally sneak this card back into Harrah's. Now, while this might affect your use of these cards for magic tricks, it actually allows for a very interesting property. What you have here is essentially a stripper deck. Of course, under certain conditions. Whoa. For example, let's say we want to take the cards and we want to mix them face up into face down. However, we want to do it legitimately. In this case, we could have the participant shuffle the deck. We could show them the cards generally being face up into face down. We can mix them face up and face down genuinely. And yet, because of those cut corners, we could actually split the cards at any point in time. And look, right now, the cards are in a position where half of them are face down and half of them are face up. So all we would have to do at this point is cut to the break, and the cards are back in the same situation they began. So let's go over that with a little bit more detail. For this thing, we would have the cards mixed face up and face down, generally by a participant. They could shuffle the cards, they can mix them, they could drop cards on the floor. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, what you're going to do is that you're going to get the cards in a situation where there's a face-up card at the top. Now, you're going to grab the cards here in the lower edge, and what's going to happen with these is that if you just grab all the cards in the corner, you're actually going to be able to strip them from the face-down deck. So right now, I'm holding on to all of the face-up cards. These in my right hand are all of the face-down cards. So all I have to do is just pull, and those cards are going to come together and stay all in one direction. So now if you want, you could drop this on top. You could show the fact that the cards are mixed in all different directions. All I'm doing is cutting deep, cutting short, and then I'm going to cut directly where the cards are face to face. And here, look at this. I'm just going to turn this over as I place this on top. And now all the cards are fixed. And all that from a dollar store deck. Now, while you might think that seems obvious to you, as a lay person, they don't know about stripper decks. So if you're using a deck and you were cutting the cards, it just seems like another cut. But I think it's a fun little idea to play around with. And for $1, I don't see why it wouldn't be something you would try on your own. A good lesson in and of itself, my friends, here on the PigCake channel, in order to think about things from a different perspective. In this case, we have a problem. We have a problem. What can I do with these cards? And then with a little bit of experimentation, you find out that you have a lot of things possible with these cards by just playing. Some advice at the end of the video, like I like giving. I recently went to my local Flanagan's. Flanagan's is our local, I would guess, South Florida bar, if you want to call it that. It's been around forever. And they have these buckets that you're not supposed to take, but I took one. If you order enough beer, and they bring it in a bucket, and well, you tell them to look the other way, you could take one of these, and people don't have these. So this is a valued commodity down here in South Florida since 1959. So if you're ever down here, make sure to hit up Flanagan's. Make sure to hit up Flanagan's. I believe the burgers are prepared fresh, so it's not frozen. Very interesting considering how many locations they have and how many burgers they're churning out on a daily basis. So that's my advice.
I see you again, when 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 I see